Cards pulling off just to loop around the block and go where? Like I'm being, and then those same cars keep, and then if you look at the cars that pass you on the street, 8 out of 10 of the cars, it's the same cars driving by. They just wait a couple minutes, and that same car drives by you again. And most of us don't watch the street when we're walking, or most of us don't even sit on the porch anymore. I remember when I was 5 or 6 or 7, I used to play with like my friend Jason, like other people like outside and shit, like that lived around me on the block and shit. And the people used to be outside a lot more. So I remember how everyone. Oh yeah, I remember when everyone used to stare at your car when you drove by. Like people don't even be outside like that anymore. But remember that it's like when, and we would do it too. So it's like when you were sitting outside, you would look at all the cars that passed you, and then when you're sitting in the car, everyone you pass gets the deer neck, and they just stare at your car. I remember that shit. That was only like 8 years ago. That it was still kind of like that. And then lockdown hit. That kind of, but even like, I remember that shit, right? But in general, right? Like we don't even sit and look at these cars that be passing. And I like decided to do it one day, like it was over like a year or two ago when I was really tapped in at one point. I was sitting on my porch recording, just looking at the cars, and it would be like the same pest control car would come by every couple minutes. The same white looking furniture van would come by every couple minutes. And then I noticed the same cars, 7 out of 10 of them were recycled and kept coming over and over again. And it would only be a couple new cars interspersed placed within the cars that were repeating. So that's what I mean by it's a couple real of us, the real souls who are programmed and asleep within the matrix, who think they're living in the world that they were told, and we're the ones that are really bringing life into this whole system. And the ones that are asleep walking through, not questioning reality to even think to look around to think that the people around you are actors. It's like we're the ones walking through that are actually keeping everything going for the most part because we think it's real. So we're walking through all this. Meanwhile, a lot of the people around us are actors, but it's all built around us. So it's like if the stage was all staged around you and everyone's a part of the game. Everyone's a part of the, you feel me? And they're not really saying shit to you, but it's all focused on keeping an eye on you. Like I'm being so for real. And I say that within actual genuine connection to reality. So I'm aware that it's a grander scale of there's a lot of my species. So it's on a species wide level because there are a lot of us, but at the same time there isn't a lot of us. So you get what I'm trying to say? Not as much as you think when it goes to being in this matrix, at least. And then they clone themselves, so a lot of their population is inflated when it goes to these white people, these human beings, everyone outside of so-called blacks, Latinos, and indigenous beings. They inflate their populations artificially because a lot of them have been died off because they can't take the sun. They aren't natural to our habitat, so they've been dying off all throughout the 1800s to 1900s, the 2000s. It's only through cloning and all their sciences of you feel me, like of what they were doing with to keep themselves going. This is why when you look into like Nazi Germany and like all their different things with like the Germans and who are the Germans, the Europeans, they always do so much to make it seem like one group of them isn't connected to the rest of them. Who are the Germans? The Europeans. Who are the Europeans? Human beings. Who are the ones running this system? The elite human being families that sold out the rest of their human being species. And who do they work for? Zeus. And the Draconian reptilians. And the Pleiadians and all the fallen extraterrestrial races parading around as most of your elites. Because most of your elites aren't even human beings. They're straight up reptilians and shit. Fallen gods in the flesh. Fallen angels. Very fallen devilish beings that have been here from body to body, and this is the real reason they're even able to do the foul shit they're doing when they're eating the kids and kidnapping people and slaughtering people and eating the blood and the organs and all the demonic, satanic, horrible shit they do. Picture it like you're worshiping a fallen entity in that body that's doing all this to keep itself going, and it feeds on all this foul, disgusting evil. When you look at it at that level, it starts to make a lot more sense, don't it? We got real we got real devils walking around us here. Hell is right here. A form of it, because you're living amongst these devils. you are living on the same planet as these devils that run this system and are doing all the horrible, wicked shit they're doing. And this is why they're gang stalking us, because they own the system. Where within the system, they run the system. They don't run shit on our planet, but they run their little system they carved within our planet. We run the planet though, and that's why we're getting them off. They asked us to getting out of here at an extraordinary rate. Within that being said, though, peace to the gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. Keep your vibrations high. You feel me? Open up your third eyes and keep it open. Now we rise. 1.